Maybe if you're Insomniac, you're like, look, you fucking idiot, we sold 27 million copies of the first one. Miles Morales is one of the best superhero games ever made. You want us to fucking start messing around with the DNA of the golden goose? You want another fucking golden egg, bitch. I get it. You don't make fucking diamonds without pressure. You don't make greatness unless you just trip over all the right cracks on the sidewalk and get incredibly lucky without some conflict. And I'll tell you, it leads into this other story over here. And I'm not going to tell you things that I'm not allowed to tell you, but I will tell you that it relates to Spider-Man 2 and how the press, at least in this article from DualShockers, which is the first I've seen, might be a canary in the coal mine for the way they may review this game. I know there are developers, and I'll just say this without spilling any beans, that are finding a good, livable balance between going, look, let's get crazy where we can, but we're not going to kill the team. We're not going to balloon the budget. We're going to deliver really good quality, safe content. Okay, and that's probably a smart thing when you're spending the kind of money that is being spent on this shit. But again, I mean, the fact that you've got DualShockers, I'll read you some of the choice quotes, but the gist of the article, though, as you can imagine, is like, I've seen this before. I've seen it in the game. I've seen it in the movies. After seeing the Spider-Verse films, I expect more from Spider-Man now, is what this writer is saying. Now, you can agree or disagree. I don't fucking know. I've made peace with it being kind of more of the same, and it's sort of like comfort food. So I'm very much looking forward to the game. I don't think it's going to get hurt sales-wise at all if it is basically more of the same. But the guy's not wrong. He talks about like Kraven. He's like, okay, Kraven the Hunter is just this big dude with a Russian accent, right? I mean, he's got some abilities and stuff. And again, I'm not saying it's not going to be a good game, but I do think it's interesting. It's the first time I've seen the press really start to push back on these games that are big budget, that don't seem to be, at least everything we've seen so far, really trying to go out of their way. And again, maybe you don't do that. Maybe if you're Insomniac, you're like, look, you fucking idiot, we sold 27 million copies of the first one. Miles Morales is one of the best superhero games ever made. You want us to fucking start messing around with the DNA of the golden goose? You want another fucking golden egg, bitch. I get it. I don't know if I would, even if I had a brilliant idea, I don't know if I would have the balls to change it, because it works. But I am glad to see at least the press. That's what reviewers should be doing. I'll tell you something else. I like this. I like this Vlad Mazan. God damn it, buddy. Get a name that works. Vlad Mazanko. Come on, man. I like him. Because I'm tired of seeing the press, whether it's Microsoft, Sony, Steam games, Nintendo, I don't give a fuck. It's not about that. If you ever go to look at movie reviews and look at a lot of the big fucking hit movies, the reviewers aren't losing their shit over them. They're like, yeah, it's pretty good. It's a 7 out of 10. 68 Rotten Tomatoes, whatever. Right? That's what we need. We need some pushback. Instead of like, it's a Sony game, 10 out of 10, because it's got ray tracing. I love that. I fucking love that. I love we're seeing this. Hopefully it's the start of a trend. But that said, I'm still looking forward to it. But as it relates to Metroid as well, Metroid, look, if they had chaos, I didn't like Metroid, but a lot of people loved it. The best-selling Metroid ever. Let me ask you as a consumer. Do you care? Right? What do you care? What do I care? They're making the games that you want to play. They're making classics. I don't give a fuck about their quality of life. That's between you and your God, right? I don't care. I personally care as a human. But I don't care as a... Tell it to your fucking therapist. Spasmo cares because he wants more 2D Metroids like Dread. Well, think about it. If it sold 3 million, 3 point something, which still isn't huge, maybe Nintendo's like, all right, let's do it again. Let's just fix the fucking onboarding because it's terrible. And they know it's terrible, and then Nintendo knows it's terrible. And Miyamoto even called me and said it was terrible, but he's not going to admit it publicly. So that's all I'll say about that. But Spider-Man, I'm not knocking Spider-Man. I'm looking forward to it. Let me ask you this. Kojima's new game, Cab, we don't know. All we know about Kojima's new game is he was on a radio show. He said, look, it is going to be low budget. It is indie. You will never have played something like it. And it's going to be in the cloud, which means all of those things tick the boxes that I keep telling you motherfuckers need to be ticked. Doesn't cost too much. Don't have to worry about putting it in a box and selling it. Don't have to worry about people downloading it. Do I have to read the review? Just try it. Just click the button, you're playing it. There's the future, my friends. Just like movies, just like TV. I don't care what you say. You're wrong. You're wrong. Remember riding down an elevator with Cliff Bleszinski in 2012. We were in Las Vegas, and we were both talking about the future being digital. People around us, marketing people. No, it's people will always want to go into games. You're just wrong. You're just wrong. I'm sorry you don't have that. I wouldn't even say it's a great ability to have a vision. It's obvious. It's obvious. Can Kojima make an indie game? I feel like that's the real question. Fuck yeah, he can make an indie game. He made the goddamn... What do you think Death Stranding is? Death Stranding is the most expensive art house video game ever made. Death Stranding is what Genova Chin makes if you give him like $200 million, right? That's what Death Stranding was. And I enjoyed it. You can call it a AAA game, Kyle. Financially, you're right. But fundamentally... that game did not go through the meat grinder of marketing and sales and executives going, that's what I mean when I say AAA. If I walked in, or Cory Barlog these days, or me back in the day, or Neil Druckmann, maybe Neil could get away with it, walked in and said, I'm going to make Death Stranding. I don't think so. If you're a true visionary artist, it doesn't matter how big or small the tools you're working with, you'll make something cool. I agree, Kevin, 100%. Sony, I don't think Sony's stupid, XO, for funding Kojima's game. They wanted to stay in bed with the guy. And no one knew, really, until he rolled those particular dice, what it meant to work with him. He had been on Metal Gear forever. And, you know, I would have rolled those dice as well.
Well, hey there, fellas. It's me, Jaffe. Thank you for watching that video. Be sure to look up there and hit that subscribe button. Don't forget all the notification bell and the like and all that good stuff, if you like the video, of course. And then where's over there and there, got some videos for you that I think you're going to like a lot. Thanks for watching the channel. I appreciate it. Be well out there, fellas. Oh, let me hit reverse.